Okay, y'all, I'm going to show you the results of everything I got for our painting project that's coming up. I'm hoping to be able to do it by the end of the month, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, because I know this is something that everybody has to try to prepare for and get your stuff together and have plenty of time and, you know, get the finances or whatever you need. But let me tell you, my goal here was to get the bare minimum of everything that we absolutely need for this particular painting, which is going to be a nighttime waterfall with a little bit of nature and the happy trees and all that good stuff. So let me tell you that I spent $32.56 total on this thing, okay? Towards art supplies. There's a few things on here, like I had to have my Gatorade and some cat food and fun stuff like that. So this was bought for this, enough supplies for several people, because I did invite some of my friends and hoping at least a couple of them show up. So I have enough supplies here in front of me right now for 4 people to join in this project. So your cost as a single individual for this, after I save you some money, I'll tell you in just a minute how I did that and take the price off, it's going to be $15.56 total needed for this project at Walmart. I got everything at Walmart. I didn't even have to hit Hobby Lobby, which is a good thing because I get lost in the colored pencils over there and it's all crazy. So start off with our canvas, 12 by 16. If you can't find the 12 by 16 painting canvas, you can easily go with the 11 by 14. We're just going for kind of a small type deal right now and make sure everybody has enough paint. And this is a great trial. If this is your first painting, or if you're an expert, maybe you can take over and do some of the teaching. It doesn't matter to me. So I did buy a 6-pack, as you see, to cover everybody. These are the canvases that do not have the back on them. As you see, they're more like just flat boards, but there's 6 of them right here. And what I'm talking about the backing board is there are some of them that come with a little mounted frame that's nailed in, and you can actually kind of use that, stick your hand in here like this and hold it, you know, while you're painting. But it's not absolutely necessary for framing or matting or anything later. It just might be a little bit easier to handle at this point, especially if you don't have an easel, which I don't. So I'm going to show you all how to get by without one. But they do have the lap easels, the wooden lap easels at Walmart that would hold a canvas this size, and they were about 10 bucks. The larger one, you know, that is adjustable, that actually sits like a tripod on the floor, I think they were more like $30. And of course at Hobby Lobby they can go way up there to hundreds of dollars. So it just depends on whatever you got. So I paid 10 bucks for this 6-pack today to cover everybody coming to my place to paint. So you can get a pair of these or a single one, and I'm thinking $2 to $3. So therefore I'm taking $4 off the price of this, okay? Or I'm sorry, $7. I'm taking $7 from the 10 because I know that y'all can find your single one that you're going to need for about $3. Okay, it doesn't matter the brand or anything. Just make sure that it's, you know, canvas for acrylic and oil. Okay, we're doing only acrylic painting. These happen to be medium texture. It doesn't matter what texture really. Just try not to. I try to avoid the, you know, the coarse textures. And man, this is terrible. I got ashes on my beautiful clean table, which I just cleaned it with Murphy's oil soap, hot oil soap. It usually works great, but now it's like streaky deaky right here. You'll see it looks a mess, but I promise y'all my table is clean. But look at all these greasy marks in it. There's no scratches on this table, but it looks awful. So I'm gonna get some of that Old English, and I'm gonna try to treat it with that here before long, because I'm pretty particular about my table. So the next thing you're absolutely going to need, and these were 88 cents for a 4-pack up there at Walmart. They are called the painting sponges. They're on a little handle. Like I said, 88 cents, so under $1 for 4 of them. I suggest that you pick these up because they're great for details. They have a beveled, angled edge there to them, and they absorb a heck of a lot of paint, you know. So a little bit will go a long ways when you're using this, but I just kind of wanted to let us experiment with some of these painting tools too, you know, because I hope that somebody else or whatever, if I'm required to do it again, I certainly will, I won't hesitate to keep on painting, because this is probably actually going to really turn me on to the whole artistic movement again here in my house, especially when I got all this good stuff now. So another thing you're absolutely going to need is paint brushes. Now, the one that I absolutely suggest out of this pack here is a 12, is called a number 12. Okay, sometimes you can find the number at the bottom or on the paintbrush itself. You can't read these, but yeah, it'll be marked. It is a number 12, which basically just means it is a 1-inch width flat paintbrush. It doesn't really matter if it's angled or not, and truthfully what we're going to be using the larger brush for is to just, you know, create a black matte wash across the entire canvas. That's our first step. Now, you already know. So I can just see some of you going out now and just slapping black, you know, right there on your canvas in preparation. But this is fast drying acrylic paint, and it's not going to take that long to dry. Another thing, we have the little, what's called a fan brush in painting. That's that little dude there in the center, and that actually looks like a little trolley. And we have that like Bob Ross did, you know, the texture of it and the way it's styled for painting happy little trees, which I am definitely including a happy little tree in this project. The thing that you absolutely don't need, but I did pick up, and I didn't even see the price on this, dude, and ran it through the register. I couldn't believe it was $6, which was a lot more than I expected it to be. But anyhow, here we have it. It's just a basic wooden pallet. You know, you stick your thumb through there to hold it and everything. I thought this would be good to have, but I wouldn't have spent $6 for it had I realized it was not necessary. You can always get one of your lids, you know, that's plastic or rubber in the kitchen, to something that's a slick surface that the paint is not going to absorb into, and that's what I've used, truthfully, a zillion times when dealing with paint, is just whatever's handy. And then you can even wrap it a proper way, which we can go over later on. You can wrap it a proper way for any paint that remained on your surface thing that you're using as a palette. You can wrap it with saran wrap in a certain way, and I'll show you guys how to do that to preserve it, so that, boom, a couple days later you can whip it back up, and that probably is going to be wet and fresh, just like the day it was born. Okay. So, to the fun stuff here. Okay, so wait, before we have fun, we got to talk finances, remember. You don't have to have this. This was $6, so that is being deducted from the $32.56 original price that I spent for the supplies at Walmart. Also, I think I mentioned it, but this is about my third time recording this because stuff happens, okay? I want to make sure that I tell you that that you see, the supplies that I got, is enough to easily do this same painting for 4 different people. I just hope somebody shows up at my place, because I've got it out the booty right here. So this is a lot more paint than y'all are going to need for your single session painting. In fact, the bare minimums that you're going to need is only 7 of these colors. I'm just going to tell you about 2 in particular, and then I will post a list. This is, where is it? You're going to have to get black, okay? This happens to be jet black, licorice black, satin black, whatever fancy name they want to call it for your black. It doesn't matter, but make sure that it is a matte finish only, because that means that it's going to, you know, it's going to adhere a lot easier, and you're going to be able to paint your paints on top of it, because that's pretty much how you recreate a painting, is from the background coming out to the foreground. So we'll learn about that. The second one is called titanium white. Now, titanium white is an actual paint name color. It is not just this brand, but most brands are going to carry titanium white. I kind of got tired of looking, because I was in this aisle for like an eternity and a half, okay? I thought I was going to miss the next Hanukkah as long as I took in this aisle looking at things, because I'm so particular about what I get. But I did step it up with this one. Instead of 50 cents for this particular titanium matte white, it was $1.38, which is like my gold right here. $1.38, man. Folk art. Okay. Got those covered. You're going to see other additional paint colors here, most of which are Apple Barrel brand sold at Walmart. You see I have a conglomeration here, a mixture, multi-surface, but they're all acrylic, quick drying paint. That's all you need to worry about, okay? And the colors. There's 7 basic colors that you're gonna need to complete this picture, and 50 cents a piece, guys, on the apple barrel. If you go to your Walmart and you're lucky enough to find, you know, all of what the 7 colors that you need in the apple barrel brand, it's gonna be awesome, man. 50 cents a piece, you can't beat it. One of these guys, I think I stepped up on the other folk art. Anyway, one was like 87 cents, not gonna lie. But that's simply because they were either out of it or I was tired of looking. So, I think that's all, man. I'm really looking forward to this project. I love teaching. That's something that I love. Especially art, or something that I have a passion about doing myself. And we're not doing it to critique. Well, that'll be up to Carolyn. I'm going to shut my mouth on that one. She might want to be critiquing and everything, but just as long as you're not harming yourself, man, just give it a shot. If you've never tried painting before, please don't fear. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to help you. You're going to feel that your art comes from your soul, and it's going to open you up in many therapeutic ways. And the way we're doing it now, I think, is fantastic. Carolyn's suggestion. It's going to be therapeutic. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be rad. It's going to be fun. So, anyway, that's all I got, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.